Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone.
Live.
We have 8 guests I see on the channel. Wow.
Such a
We're doing
privilege.
good.
Amazing.
Yes, people are excited to see the LARP Passport. Everybody has a passport? Where's my passport? I lost my passport. No! Do you?
The bunny
your
has my passport.
The bunny stole your passport. Oh my God.
No,
Oh.
we're sharing it.
I find my passport. Okay, so here's my passport, at least the prototype that we're having, and we're going to show some today. So what is happening? What is going on? There was already a delay, and people are so excited, and they've been waiting for so long. So what have they been waiting for? Should
For the
we?
launch.
The launch. Yeah, the launch. That's what it. Yeah. So should we, to warm our audience up, show our promotional video?
Of course, we totally should.
Then let's do that. Everybody get ready. It's coming in 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready? Yes! Did you get your passport though?
Introducing a brand new companion for LARPers across the world, the LARP Passport. LARP Passport is a mini journal made to document your LARP adventures. Immortalize your beloved characters, relive memorable moments, collect keepsakes, gift custom stickers, and reflect on your experiences, preserving the magic of your journey long after the final scene fades. Crafted by enthusiastic LARPers, this pocket-sized journal was made to be a faithful companion for capturing your greatest LARP adventures and remembering all the friends you made along the way. Inside each passport, you can find 15 full-spread journal entries to record the details of your event, your character, game summary, emotional ups and downs, key takeaways, and highlights you want to remember. Track up to 20 LARPs at a glance with LARP Log, and have fun with custom templates like LARP Bucket List, Hall of Fame, LARP Bingo, and more. LARP Passport has been designed as a post-LARP ritual for personal reflection. Use the prompts provided to jot down your thoughts, feelings, and insights. Whether you're new to LARP or a veteran, this journal is made for you. The LARP Passport's compact size, just like a real passport, makes it easy to carry with you. Slip it into your pocket and you're ready to share it with your friends wherever your adventures take you. Every page tells a tale, and every memory becomes a treasure. Celebrate the stories, characters, and bonds that make LARPing truly magical.
Join us on the journey and start your LARP Passport today.
What an amazing video. I wonder who made it.
Someone with a wonderful melodic voice.
Somebody may recognize it, and yes, that is me. With a different set of hair behind the camera that you cannot see. So, the LARP Passport. What is this passport? People should know what it is all about and what they're about to back and back your kit. Maybe we should have a walkthrough to show people what's going on in there, right?
Sure. Aye, Captain.
Ahoy.
Very smooth transition.
Yeah. All right. So in order to do that, we're going to have a flip through of the passport. We're going to open up a real passport and show you what's going on. So wait, before we do, maybe Jennifer, since you're the creator of the passport, maybe you want to introduce it first, and then we'll open it up.
Okay, sounds great. Let's see. I feel like people are going to hear the word LARP Passport at least 100 times over this live stream, and there will be more of it later when we share screen to show the campaign. But yeah, watching the video again just now actually really takes me back to when this all started, and I cannot believe it's been 2 years, almost, I think. And people often, ask where the inspiration came from or the origin story. And I've written about it on the campaign page, and that's the official one. But I also want to share a secret one. Well, the official one is that once upon a time, there was this LARP designer training. And as a game designer, I got invited. And by that point, I didn't know anything about LARP. And I was completely amazed by this medium and this way in which people played. It's basically getting to live parallel lives and this safe space to explore whoever you want to be, the villain or, there's nothing's off limit. And often you return with something back into your actual life, a spark, a perspective, a shift of some kind. And I thought that it's something very precious. And as I started doing more and more LARPs, I was like, how do I want to keep track of this magical, transition moment and record what was my experience and to be able to share with other people that also went through that experience. So naturally, a thought emerged. Maybe there's a way to, record this and share it with other people. So yes, you read about it, which then I propose this as an idea, and we prototyped it during the training, and voila, we have a working prototype by the end. And people were so excited, especially the people in front of you on the screen were so excited that became part of the core team, who through many months of online working in person and contributing their talents, you will see the campaign in front of you. That is the fruits of our labor. So yes, it's to celebrate what LARP represents, but most importantly, I think that the secret origin story is what really got me, is the people. The LARPers are the most, let's say, open, curious, courageous, weird people that I've met, beautifully weird, and I've always wanted to be, or I saw myself as wanting to be a part of the community. So in a way, this is a love letter to the community that I hope can share the joy of LARPing and inspire more people to play. That is why there's a quote in the very end of the LARP Passport, which I'll just share, and then I'll pass the mic back. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. So yes.
By George Burns.
Thank you.
So why don't we have a passport reveal? Let's see what we have here. Let's do it like
dum 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 dum.
Dum, 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 dum. So there is a background that is magic. Look at this.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
So shiny.
But I'm gonna have to open up this this folder here, because it has inside this package there's another package. Let's put this back here, and Over here we have a passport with some stickers and some dirt. So I'm gonna unbox it right in front of you. It's the latest prototype that Jennifer sent me. So I'm just opening it, and wow, stickers very nicely tucked in. And what else do we have? The passport.
Whoa, nice.
I cannot get out of the.
Antonis versus the foil.
Yes, I think I'm fighting here. I don't
You
know
may
how to-
destroy it. You have permission.
This is how this is how well protected it is. When you get your passport, it will be. I seriously cannot do this. What's wrong with me? Okay, here it is. Here we have.
Violence can solve
Wow!
things.
You know what? It feels so good. I had an earlier prototype that is more plasticky. So now what you can see here is this vegan leather cover, which feels just amazing. So here it is. Here's a close-up. You can see the cover, and you can see this.
It's so shiny. Oh my god!
It is, isn't it? Yay! So let's. I'm gonna open up a brand new passport and flip through the pages, and I want somebody to describe and say to the audience what they're seeing, basically. Who's up for the task? I think we have
I
a
can
go.
volunteer. Yeah,
Yeah, let's
or
go.
there can be more than one. You know, we can have a conversation
Yep,
around it.
Anya.
Because although Jennifer is the main designer, bits and pieces of the passport have been designed by everyone you see on the screen, and one more person who may join us later. So let's see.
Internet gods allowing.
What do we see here? The first thing that you see when you open up a passport is what?
Well,
Wow.
this is the entry blurb, and this is the main part. Those where you're going to be writing your name, and in case of a loss, where to be returned.
Yeah, and
And there's also a little part of thanks and personal story, because I think one of the best things, as also Jennifer already mentioned about this, is that it was made by a community.
Yes.
Through late nights, through projects, traveling to LARPs and sharing stories, we just got more excited, and we devoted a lot of time, but not just us. There are a lot of people behind the screen. Well, not right now, but on the other side, that have also really cooperated in this. So they're all mentioned here as special thanks, and more people. So it's very nice. Community project, really. International community project.
It's the paper is also better quality than the prototype, Jennifer. What's up with that?
Production ready version.
Yeah. What do we have next? We have a Hall of Fame.
For your
Yes,
best
so
LARP,
in-
the most memorable ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the one that you most remember. The LARPs, you even have the year reviewed, a little circle at the top, where you can place what is the year that you reviewed this passport, or at least the top 3, because it can change, and that's why we also left a very big place for all of this, because we know we go to a lot of LARPs usually, and things shift around. But this is basically on this page, and below it you have also honorable mentions, where you can see and write down the names of the LARPs that you found, for example, very challenging or the most comedic. But also we left 2 little spaces for you, because you are meant to fill out this journal with your experiences and adventures.
Cool. And then we have a About Me, where
Yeah,
we
feel free
basically
to.
mention some things.
Yeah, you can feel free to draw a portrait, or even put a picture if you want, and add all your special skills and origins.
Mine is my preview, not preview. The prototype, one of the prototypes is also already filled out a little bit. You can see it.
Yeah.
I acquired a nickname in Poland, Złoty, because I'm Lotte. But yeah, so you can place the residence there, your birthplace if you want to, of course. And then the best part of it is your initiation into LARP, because that's a story we all want to know about each other, I think. There are so many different ways how you can enter LARPs and
That's
hear
true.
about them and go to the first one.
And actually, you will hear about ours after we
Yes.
go through the
Yes.
flip through, because that's an important part of the story. But let's continue. with the-
Spoilers.
What? Story reveal. So yeah, you have the
We know
About Me
about
section,
LARPers.
and then we have a
Wait,
LARP
wait,
log.
Antonis,
What? Yes.
Wait.
go
sorry.
back.
I'm back.
There is more. There's always more.
Oh,
You can mark your preferred LARP settings and your preferred playstyles. If you don't know the difference, now you will. A little bit of a joke, but basically it's about different genres. Because we all have our own likes and dislikes and preferences, we also, again, left a lot of empty space for you guys to fill it out if you want to, with your own experiences, because God knows we could not include every single thing here because the diversity in LARP scene is so huge and so beautiful. So, but yeah, this is basically about you. So we get to know a little bit about you or us.
Yeah.
As you will soon.
Well, yes, the idea is imagine you meet someone for the first time who has a passport and you just take a quick glimpse at this one page. It's like basically a dating profile, kind of. And you get a very good feel
Tinder for
immediately, yeah, whether you're going to be best friends in the LARP. But yeah. So,
oh, look at that. So, we have comments on YouTube. I just shared the link where people can back it early, and Sirius just replied, said, somebody got there before me. I was only 5th. Oh! Sorry, Sirius, but you get an honorable mention on this stream, which was not planned. So thank you for your support.
Eternally immortalized in this stream.
Eternally immortalized. Yeah, that's it. Just like the video. So what were we saying? Continue, Aniela. No, Jennifer.
I think we're ready to move on to the next now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
We give you permission to turn the page, Antonis.
Yes.
Find another day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Lower it a little bit. Yeah, like this. Beautiful. So here, there is a lot of empty space. And basically, all of this empty space is for you to fill up. This is called my LARP log. And here, there is a line per LARP you went to. So you can quickly, on a glance, note down and keep track of the events you went to. You can have LARP title. There is a section for keywords. And then there's also the section for date. If you don't remember those things.
We just talked about Tinder for LARPers, and now we have a date.
Yes. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm really, I was really pushing that we include the date because for me it was very, I remember the stories, but the date that's just gone.
Yeah.
Often I remember the weather and the people. Yes, but when someone asks me, "Oh, but when is that LARP?" If it's a recurrent one, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We'll circle back to this why this log is here if you move on to the next, because for the most part, the passport is made up of these spreads. And oh yeah, I also have one, but look, yes, the main one. So yes, so one full spread is a LARP review, and you might go to more LARPs than you wish to review.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why we have the log sometimes. Yeah, there are special ones that you really want to document. So those ones you do the LARP review, and the rest you can put in the log. And the idea, of course, is you could buy multiple and have, I don't know, one for each year, one for each season. I don't know how intense of a LARPer you are, but yes, that's why we have multi-packs.
Fifth element, multi-pass.
Okay, you want to walk through the spread, Anya?
I can. So at the very top, you can see that there is again the date feature and the duration, because we know the duration of a LARP is very varied. And I don't know about you, but I know that I prefer the multi-day ones. So it's going to be very handful for me to be able to remember how many days it lasted. Below that, you have the most important feature, which is LARP title, of course. Underneath, there is location and LARP summary on the left. And then the idea here was that we separated the sort of logistic part and what happened to you as a player, and then also the things that happen to you as a character. So on the right side of the same page, you can see that there is the place for your LARP character name and also character description. So this truly can serve as a mini journal. Below it, there are a few, how do you call this? Not scales. Is it scales? Sliders.
Sliders. Ooh.
sliders. Let's call it
You call them sliders if it's not digital?
It's a spectrum. Yes.
Spectrum, yes, like so many other
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a line where you can mark how intense, for example, your LARP felt, or how much immersed you were. What was the comfort level? How much did you enjoy? So you can, keep these things with you. And below that, this is actually the one part I designed myself. Oh, the story behind it is funny. I did not have proper equipment to design this at the moment, but it's a section. What did your character feel? So as you can see, there are a lot of colorful emojis. Well, okay, they are in black and white.
Oh, Vivian loves the emoji. We have
are
comments on
colorful.
YouTube. Vivian loves the emojis. Yay! Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you. Antonis, can you get them closer to the camera because they are
I can,
very varied.
but, I'm afraid this is not the best camera in the world, so it will not be
Yes.
super visible.
But it's still a bit visible better. And again, we have 2 empty circles at the end to add your own emoji if you want to, if your character felt anything else then.
Can I add something?
LARP Passport,
Yes,
where you design your own emojis.
Well, the idea is, of course, you color in whatever color you
Mhm.
wish, the emotions your character felt. And I want to say something about the slider spectrum thing, because initially we had this scoring system. You know how it's like 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, and then we realized how arbitrary that is, because what does that even mean? Like rating of a LARP, because. And also, if you look intensity level, low, high, there is no good or bad. It could have been super intense, and you didn't enjoy it, or you did enjoy it because it was super intense. So, all of these things are again for you to reflect on, what kind of LARPs you like, and that's a nice transition to the right side. Because on the top.
You know what? Let me move this slightly to get a better light, because I think it will work better for the audience. Is this better at all?
Marginally,
Okay.
but I will read out basically what is written. It will be more visible when it's in your hands, we promise. On the top, so it's your experience of this LARP in 3 words, because sometimes you just really want to have the highlight remembered. And down below, the most memorable scene. We left the space in such a way that you can draw, you can write, you can put stickers on, whatever way you wish to go.
There's a lot of space for putting stickers there, as you'll see in the short future.
Yes. And then lastly, what stayed with you? It says what stayed with me. Highlights, life lessons, regrets, etc. So bullet points of what you wish to remember or what you take with you from the LARP. And then we have the wonderful circle space, which you can place stamps or co-player signatures. And it's a really lovely way to, remember the people that you played a memorable LARP with, and or get a stamp from the organizer.
And also on the very top of this page, you also have the organizers column row, so you can actually write down the organizers as well. Sometimes it does happen in the LARP community when you're like, oh, there was this amazing LARP, and it's a bit harder to remember maybe who did it if they weren't physically present there. But this is how we solved it, so you can also keep that in mind. And this is basically one spread, and there are 15 of these in the LARP Passport. They are aimed for you to be able to, as Jennifer already said, to really reflect on the whole experience and note it down. And hopefully at one point, also share it with other people if you would like to do that, or keep it very private under lock and key. But yeah, it is meant for you to basically write down your own desires, ideas, put stickers on it. Like this.
Stickers.
And then we have prompts. We live in an age where generative AI has given a different meaning to the word prompt.
That's
but what do we mean here?
Yes. Well, the idea is you can look at these prompts for inspiration. I'll read it out so you don't have to bring it closer. For instance, make sketches of your LARP character. List your character's fears and phobias. Document character growth moments or turning points. So these are all just highlights and something interesting to note down on your LARP journey. And there are more. Each page is a different types of prompt. There's a little icon on the bottom. If you, oh, yes.
Ah.
So yeah. And then there are, of course, some most requested empty pages. People really wanted to also have the freedom to do as they wish with the LARP Passport. You have full 4 pages. Nice. Then
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
There was a sneak peek of the next feature already. The fail checklist. What's going on here?
this was a lot of fun to create and to source from the community. Maybe someone would like to go over it.
It's a list of situations that might or like already happened to us during LARPs, and it's nothing scary. And sometimes LARP fails happens. Like when you're camping or you're playing in the LARP for the first time. It's just very like life situations that are funny. Maybe not so funny when they're happening, but they are definitely worth remembering and reflection. So yeah.
For I think the one you're mentioning, there's one right in the middle. It's just hard to see, so I'll read. Got lost during an event in game or out of game.
Yeah,
I know some of you do outdoor.
Happened to me.
Never happened to me. No,
Yours right now.
Yeah. So that's why on the very top it says rite of passage. And if you've ticked all of them, there's even a date completed. You've officially passed the rite of passage into a veteran LARPer.
My personal favorite is the one that really did happen to me as well, and it is that you forgot your character name in the moment you were supposed to say it. Yeah. That's how a few of my characters received new names, or at least nicknames.
Yes.
But yeah, the point of this is also, for us to have a bit of laugh, because rarely fails are something you're supposed to be, sad about or afraid of. It's very nice to actually frame them in a way that they are something that helps you grow and you can, laugh about it with other people. And that's why we even made it in such a way that you can, basically tick them off
as a compliment.
And it's the rite of passage. Yeah.
Okay.
So, next page.
Also connected to the LARP fail checklist is the. Please flip.
Dum, dum, dum. That's honest.
Well, I have only 2 hands.
Oh.
Fingers.
Yes. So there's mini buckets all over this page, and we even split it into 2 columns. One is about character. So playing a character who, for instance, has a unique accent, has a opposite gender, is shy and introverted, with a hidden dark secret, etc. And on the right are in-game actions. So there's always empty spaces on the bottom for you to add to the bucket list. For instance, in-game action, forgo revenge and forgive. Sacrifice for the greater good.
Create conflicts and chaos.
Oh, I know somebody who does this.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
I do have some things with me,
For the audience, do not worry. These are LARP weapons. They are not real weapons, so they are not
Yes,
dangerous.
they're
They cannot harm.
safe.
Yes.
Very safe.
Yes.
Very bendy.
Yeah.
But a LARPer cannot exist without having at least one at hand.
Yeah, that is true.
Handy one.
A handy one. Or up a sleeve. But I think we are forgetting to tell about one of the, personally, for me, most exciting parts, which is LARP Bingo.
Yay!
We took a moment to source from the community and our own stories and experiences, little pains and treasures along the way that happened to us. And we turned it into a bingo because, having something to play with your friends even after the game is very fun and good for the soul. So we included things like conquer a personal weakness or fear, which I have a little bottle next to of poison, which means I did that. Although maybe bottle of poison wasn't the nicest choice for that. Or maybe forged lasting bonds of friendship, which has a little star, which is better, I think. But anyhow, this is a bingo that you get to play with friends or on your own. And below it, you already have seen the quotes that Jennifer read at the very beginning of it, because it's so true. We don't stop playing because we grow old, but we grow old if we do stop playing. So yeah, I think this is the end of the LARP Passport, but not the end of the bundle we are offering.
And besides the LARP Passport, you'll receive 4 pages of very nice, magnificent stickers handmade by 2 artists from Slovenia, me and my friend Bibi. I think Antonis also can show it to us. Yes, it's like the 2, and there are other 2 that you can put on the passport. You can customize it. There are actually different kinds of that on the.
Oh, wait a minute! There's a surprise. Look at that!
Oh my God!
There's one more person.
It's the other
hello.
video.
I hope my webcam is not completely frozen.
That is an amazing timing, because it froze exactly when you said the word frozen.
And you see that's a bit of an anecdote. That's a bit of a funny moment. So let's just keep it that way.
Yeah, we can hear you, so you can at least speak and we see your frozen image.
But we can hear you, so please go ahead.
So I first introduced my set of stickers, and then Bibi can introduce the other that they designed. So if you can split it on 2, like that, yeah, Antonis. So the first one that you see is actually genre stickers. You can see different diverse genres of LARP that you can play. It's a black box, it's vampire. There's also like post-apo LARPs, cyberpunks. You can see it's on the stickers, the Magical Academy, the pirate LARP, of course. How we can live without it? The historical LARP, and of course the the LARP where you can have magic and travel across the time. And you can put it in the LARP Passport. You can put it on the LARP Passport. You can put it wherever you want to, because we have plenty of them. And,
even on your friends.
Yeah. Yes. And the other one was fellowship stickers. Yeah, Antonis also can show it closer to camera. And there's actually very interesting sources of inspiration that I got, during playing many LARPs. And the first one that I wanted to tell you is, of course, post-LARP depression. I think the condition that we suffered all greatly from. It's a sticker that was inspired by one of the fellow players that I met on Mythodia. He was a very strong berserk fighter, and I just decided to base a character on him, with a post-LARP depression, because he was also very emotional and raw in his LARP play. And the other one that you may recognize, it's from the Edvard Munch, the painter from 20th century. It's oh shit sticker, basically about any surprise that you might encounter during LARP. And it's I thought it's going to be funny just to make an illustration for it. And of course there's Arsamandi. It's a very interesting mechanic of playing intimacy during LARP. It derives from the Nordic LARP and the different Scandinavic genres of LARP, but it's very interesting to explore during your game. So yeah, that's most of it. You can, as I can say, you can put it wherever you want to. There's actually different sections that maybe will suit stickers. So to explore, and I'm passing the knife to Bibi.
Hello. I'll ask my lovely assistant, whoever is holding the stickers, to pull up one of them, since I am a statue.
Let's get it back.
No, no. Yes. Good.
So this one. No,
No.
the other one.
No, the other two. Come on.
These two.
No, the other.
There are actually
There's
4 sets of
4.
stickers in
Wait.
every LARP passport.
I only received 2. I received an earlier version.
That is
No.
horrendous. Surely somebody has them.
Yes, I can
Wait.
put it
Wait, I
like
think
this.
this one.
Yeah.
Have you sat on them, Antonis?
I
you-
I used them. You said
Shoot
use them.
them.
I used them.
Looks
And
very
spit
good.
them out. Anya Lotte, I will ask you to show the stickers.
Or I can do it
Yes.
as well.
Yeah. Or
We can all do it.
look at all the cameras.
I designed 2 sets of stickers. One of them is, as you can see, tiny little icons. They're designed specifically so you can put them on your LARP passport as a quick and fun and visible way to denote something that happened. I made them very, they have multiple interpretations. They're kind of vague. So maybe you stabbed somebody, so you can put a dagger there. Maybe somebody betrayed you, so that could be a metaphorical dagger. Maybe you just like daggers.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't exactly? There's a poison for a similar. As you can see, I have a specific playstyle, and I had to stop myself from putting too many betrayal-related stickers. But some of the ones that are very universal and kind of very specific are the NPC tag. There are LARPs where we NPC at, and that's kind of a badge of pride for you because you help the organizers. There's the Orga Sheriff badge.
This one.
Yes, there's the. I designed the #1 medal and the crown, which could be used as like this was my favorite LARP, this was my first LARP. Up to you again. A nice beer jug. A nice gravestone in case your character died or killed somebody. These are like all up to your own interpretation. They're the perfect size to put beside your LARP entry and do it kind of a scrapbook style.
Yeah.
The other set is actually stickers that aren't for you unless you really want them. They're stickers you give to your co-players. They all have little sayings that are relevant to how you see them. So you're able to tell your co-player that they were out of this world, they were really magical, that they have your axe, that you're maybe really sorry about all that stabbing you did on them. That you'll maybe get them next time and stab them instead, and so
That's
on.
my favorite.
Yeah. There's also Lord Cilliar's Jester, which I think a lot of people will appreciate as well. These are a fun way to kind of share good vibes and make bonds and share compliments with your co-players, which we all thought was like a really fun way to contribute to the community. And maybe if they have a LARP passport as well, they can put the sticker directly there and put a little arrow and say, oh my God, I got this one. And I'm so happy about it.
It's a very nice tool for customization. And there are like 60, more than 60 different stickers there. So please explore them and please customize your LARP passport however you want, because we created it for you.
Yes.
So
And you can get yours. You can get a passport from BackerKit. The campaign is actually launching in 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes?
Already? Oh my God.
In 4 minutes. Should we watch the change from the page live?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should.
We
And
still
then
have.
everything's going to go wrong, but that's okay. We are here for it.
We're doing the countdown with less than 1 minute, right?
Yeah. We will do a
We still have
countdown.
2 minutes. So we intentionally have a rather flexible agenda. And seeing that the time is near for launch, I think we'll do the campaign walkthrough also after when it's officially live, which I think makes sense because then everyone can follow along at their own pace also. and maybe back while we're speaking. And then actually after that, I have something that is a bit of a surprise I prepared for the team, because we did say this is a storytelling event. And it would be really lovely to hear some LARP stories. So after we do the campaign walkthrough, we will.
We can also do pledge levels.
Yes,
And
that's
individuals.
part of the. Yes, that's part of the
Walkthrough.
campaign walkthrough. Yeah, so stay tuned. And now it's getting very close, so I kind of don't want to speak anymore.
Getting very, very close. Here we are. So we're watching right now. It's the launch party page. Look at the countdown over there. Ah,
Enjoy it.
Do you see
Enlarge
mine?
it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not
Make it
moving.
bigger.
yes. I
for
will.
us.
No, okay.
I will enlarge
Okay.
as much as I can. So here's
Yes.
my
beautiful.
browser is at 200%, so it should be visible for you, although it's blinding me. And you can see the count. Oh my God, we don't even need to do the countdown like with some kind of effect. It's right there.
Yeah, let's do this.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'll just stare at the screen.
I love it that this is a new thing, a new information.
I did ask the team to bring a glass, so this is a good moment, actually.
Yeah.
Pour
actually,
a beverage.
I'm very privileged because I'm in Poland, so I got.
You can what?
I did not specify what beverage, so.
Yes, it can be non-alcoholic. We're inclusive here, but I'm drinking some Polish vodka.
I'm drinking Earl Grey with lavender in a wine glass.
There you go. See the diversity in our team?
I'm drinking yogurt from Slovenia.
You cannot drink yogurt.
Yeah, there are two Greeks here. We need to complain about other cultures and what they do to yogurt.
You
It's a
can
silent
and should
table.
drink yogurt, actually.
Actually,
You can eat
true story.
Look, I can accept Iran, which is a version that I enjoy very much from Turkey.
like
But
Yogurt, it's a
drinking
different thing.
yogurt as
Let
yogurt,
its own
this
thing.
is not a drinkable thing.
Excuse me. I feel like the countdown is frozen for me. Is everyone else seeing it?
It could
Yes.
be, let me, if I switch back to the screen, maybe it will. Oh my God!
it's
45 seconds.
Okay, we have time. Vanya, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking cider in a beautiful mug of Shrek. I like it.
You're an
That is
insider.
Nice. We're going to toast when it's 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Manu, what are you drinking?
Wait, I have
I
to
am
get something.
also drinking a Polish liquor, but it's a krupnik. It's a thicker pistachio flavored one.
Ooh, this
Wow.
is so good. Yeah.
It's
That's
that
special.
one. Oh,
I think BB ran to get a beverage.
Yes.
yes. You have 16 seconds, 15 seconds, 14, 13.
You can see it, but I have a lovely
10,
skull-shaped
9,
mug.
8,
8,
7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
That's not working.
3.
That's not working.
Ooh.
Toast!
Oh my God! Ah! Launching in Why doesn't it change live? It should change live.
I think you need to refresh it.
Oh, there it is.
I guess.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Ah! And it's live! Whoa! This is the page.
Should we?
Oh my God! This is the page. It already has backers because we did share a secret link so people could back the project
That's
before it
true.
goes live. But now it's live. Look at that.
There's a
Oh my
backer
God.
trending.
You can, I like this backer train thing. So if you back the project, you can also start a train, and you can see how far they go. Look at this live. Oh my God, look at this. It's so beautiful.
Okay, so perfect transition to the campaign walkthrough.
So who's gonna, you're gonna walk us through, no?
We're all gonna walk.
We are all
everybody
gonna
through.
walk through. It's a
Yes.
website. We're gonna walk through a website. So
Of course.
maybe we should let me copy and paste the link on the chat so people can actually back it directly if they're watching YouTube. There you go.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now there should
however-
be a link there so people can back it from the link.
Yeah. Though if
And-
you Google it, not a lot of LARP passports apparently. So very easy to find.
Surprise.
Huh.
Right, so
Can we
all-
actually explain why it's called a LARP Passport?
I
will share when we scroll to that
Yeah.
section.
Yeah. So what you see on the
Let's
campaign
start.
page on the top is the embed of the video, the promotional video that we have, and then title, Jennifer Kummer created this, and Jennifer Kummer is live on this stream. Yay! You have the privilege to be talking directly to the creator, as if that's a surprise to anyone since we invited them to this launch. Anyway, here we go. The campaign will be on for 30 days. It already has 5 backers. And yeah, walk us through what's going on here. What is a LARP Passport?
So, please scroll.
Mhm.
Yes.
Maybe we can resize it a little bit. Just
Oh, you
like
think?
maybe
You think?
this
Out.
smaller.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. There you go.
That's a bit more visibly, yeah, true.
So, in short, the LARP Passport is a passport-sized mini journal designed to let you record your LARP adventures. So, you can record the characters that you've embodied and the stories that you've lived through LARPing, and it's a community designed project. So all the content has been sourced by asking from the community what is most essential for them in looking back at LARPs.
Mhm.
And we hope this honored the magic of LARP for you and to inspire you to go on more future adventures. So that's the short version. And we have some beautiful photos of people in the team on LARPs. So yes, it's a keepsake and inspired by a real passport. You can collect stamps and signatures.
Mm. You know, we were kind of thinking how to name it. I mean, well, the name was there from the beginning, but like when we were actually rethinking, you know, should we keep the name Passport and so on, we started thinking, and it is so true because this tiny little journal can travel with you to a lot of different realms, actually. And that's why it even has the circle for the stamps and signatures. It's actually emulating and simulating the real passport. You know, so you can keep some mementos from the borders that you cross.
And another little fun detail, of course, this is like the passport symbol, but an eye. So it's an eye, well, recognizing each other, I guess, as LARPers.
Big recommendation, if you're traveling to another country for a LARP with it, make sure you don't accidentally give it to the spirit. Almost happened to me. Thankfully, they were in the same pocket. That didn't happen, though.
There is a disclaimer that you can... Oh, there. There.
What does it say? Can you read it?
This LARP passport is only valid in LARP land. Yes.
And if you do show it, you can maybe get a custom little stamp from International Airport Jail.
I think we will all get a stamp afterwards.
Perhaps not the one desired. What else is in there? 48 beautifully designed pages, it says here. We already had I don't know at which point you're watching this video, but right before the live observation of the campaign launch, we did a flip through where we showed a real life. Can you say real life? Anyway, an actual passport that we opened up and walked through the pages and we explained what is in there. But yeah, it says there that what you can record, it also describes it on the campaign. All those things that we talked about, the review pages, the fail checklist, the LARP log, Hall of Fame, the About Me page, LARP bingo, LARP bucket list, and the prompt pages with space for stamps.
Yes. Then we're going to go quickly to the most important part.
The most important part?
Yes.
Well, yeah, on the campaign you can see about the sticker. Oh, yeah, you can see that's a nice photo of all the 4 sticker pages together.
That's true.
And we didn't mention that. Yes, it is indeed a very light, very durable, very portable thing. You can take it with you everywhere. But like we already mentioned, be careful not to take it at an actual passport control. Might be an issue.
Although I have gone through airports with my crown and like fake LARP daggers, and even I think that the most problems I ever got was when I tried to go through the border with a LARP wand because it was made out of metal. And even then, I was lucky enough, it was in Netherlands, that the guys knew what LARP is. So they were like, oh, LARPing, that makes sense, bye.
Yes, that's
Wait,
LARPers.
Yeah.
The knives are not a problem in an airport. I'm always terrified to bring knives with me for LARPs because I'm afraid that they're gonna stop me. Also, the color of, you know.
I think it depends on the country we're traveling. Like in Nordic
guess,
countries, it's a little bit easy. Like people generally know about LARP. They also do it in schools, but you know, I wouldn't recommend you to like, you know, be very open about it. Although I also traveled with LARP daggers and everything was fine with my hand baggage.
Maybe you're just lucky.
Got questioned by the TSA to the LARP bingo.
Well, a fun little side story about the logistics, because they've asked me specifically to remove the title of LARP Passport, because passport is a sensitive item when going through customs or international transports. So they technically, like, if you receive it, it's a mini journal rather than LARP Passport to not have it flagged. So
You see everything we're going through for the community. We love it.
Yes, we've troubleshoot a lot of parts of this
Antonis,
campaign
and
launch.
if you scroll a bit higher up, there is also another point. We've briefly mentioned it, but it's very, to me, it's very good. This is it's sourced from sustainable materials. It has a vegan leather cover, and the paper inside is FSC certified recycled paper. So, you know, you don't have to worry about destroying Mother Nature while buying our items. Just, you know, keep that for the LARP games if you're really into it.
Yeah, also to all the LARPers who like to customize their stuff, especially their costumes, you can also, you know, do a custom cover for it. You know, I know my friend, he's doing a lot of leather work, and I think when he will receive his own LARP passport, I think he'll definitely going to customize it and make a leather extra leather coverage. And you can do it as well. You can sew it from the textile, or you can just, you know, do it from leather or from any other material that you want. I mean, or you can use it without coverage, but it's up to you.
And on the bottom, actually, that photo is the Once Upon a Time, the LARP training, where where this project originated from.
Which was
closely, a lot of your faces are there.
Yeah, yeah, and was it the first one or the second?
This is the first one because I'm not.
Yeah,
this is the very first LARP. Yeah, so that we'll talk about this after we do a walkthrough. We'll talk about the history because that's an important thing to mention. So yeah, it is forged with all the experiences that we have and all the experiences that other LARPers have, and we brought them together on this. Who wants to? Yeah, if you back in the first 48 hours, the campaign has just launched now, so you have 2 days to take advantage of this offer. So if you back in the very first 48 hours, you will get a free additional sticker pack. So you'll get twice for the same price. Obviously, that applies only if you order a physical reward, because the stickers need to be shipped somewhere. So they will be shipped together with your regular order. Back in the next 48 hours, and you get double the stickers.
Yes. Yeah. So, Manu, what are we looking at?
Yeah. Well, that goes for everything except for the first one, which is something that we wanted to add for the people that want to support us, but maybe they don't have the funds, or they already have one, so they don't want the second one. Well, they can get this token of gratitude, which is like this PDF sheet, which is only the back page of the bingo, which you can have the PDF, and then you can print it and bring it with you when you go to a LARP. You can share it with your friends, and you can like mark how many of those apply to you. And it's something that you can support us, and you will still receive this to have it to perpetuity.
Yes.
The second one is only the stickers for similar reasons. But maybe you want a lot of stickers. Maybe you're a sticker gremlin, as many of us are as well. God knows I have a box full of stickers that I'm never going to use. And then going to the main course is the passports themselves. It's coming with an additional sticker pack with itself. So we have the starter pack, which is one passport and one sticker pack, and in the same logic, the duo pack and the faction pack for 2 and 5 stickers respectively. And then we have the special tiers, 2 extra offers, if you can scroll down. Thank you very much, Antonis. Which is the guild pack of 25 LARP passports, and the price for that is cheaper because that is the retail price that we reserve for our partners and stuff. And this is if you have a LARP store that you want to maybe stock it and support us through the campaign, you can do it with the guild pack. Or if you have a LARP that you're going to be running, a mid-sized LARP, and you want to add a little extra to a special ticket, or like I know a lot of LARPs have the VIP ticket, which can definitely include the LARP passport, as they usually do mugs or stuff like that. And my personal favorite is the legacy pack with a little dragon, which is, well, you're saying, oh, 30, not that much more than the 25 before, but it's 100 euros more. Well, this is for supporting us, and we would be very, very much appreciative of the support. But also, we said that we leave this little here for stickers or signatures or anything else. But if you back us at this tier, you also get your very own customized stamp that it can have the logo of your store, the logo of your LARP, and then again, forever you will be able to use it to stamp the people that have the passport that are coming to your event, or stab the people like on the forehead maybe. I'm not going to stop you. Yeah, if you want your own very special stamp while supporting us, please get that.
Manu, actually, I have the stamp here, so I can show it.
Yes.
I mean, I have a version of a stamp here.
Hold up. Maybe I should put your screen.
Yes, please do.
Larger. Or maybe we can finish with the walkthrough and then show the stamp?
Can you wait
Whichever
for...
Yeah.
I can stamp away anytime. It's fine.
Yeah, great. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
So
let's finish walking through the campaign page, because there's a lot to talk about. There are also a couple of add-ons. No, there are also add-ons that you can basically add. You select your pledge level, and then apart from the original perks of that pledge, you can also add additional sticker packs, additional starter packs, so you can have extra passports or many of those. And
wait. Very important to note, Antonis, because many people will ask, oh, wait, that's the same as the first, the second, and the third pledge tiers. Well, you can only pledge once. So if you want 3 stickers, for example, you cannot do, oh, I'm going to do the duo pack and the starter pack. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. I also don't understand it. It's a bucket thing. But after you select your tier, you can add as many extra add-ons as you want.
Yeah, so if you want more, you can always have more, and we welcome you to have more. And speaking of more, we also have a couple of stretch goals. In case we reach more than we originally asked for, then it unlocks some special things. So if we surpass 3,000 euros, which is a bit more than what we're asking in the campaign, then you will get a bonus new sticker sheet that you will pick yourself. How it's going to work? As soon as we surpass 3,000 euros, we will see it, and we'll open up a poll for the community. So you will be able to basically choose among different choices
and have a say in the content.
Yeah. You have your say in the content. You contribute not only to the success of the passport, but only to your own personalized items that you will get as a result of helping us reach this. So no matter what pledge level you can support us with, it's also important to share the campaign, make sure that everybody who's into LARP LARPing knows about it. You're going to your next LARP. Talk about LARP Passport. You're going to a campaign related to anything, fantasy, role-playing related. Talk about the LARP Passport. You're having a romantic dinner with your partner. Talk about the LARP Passport.
And LARP in general, yeah.
Just
'Cause it's such a nice
help
way.
us spread the word. We have 30 days to reach our goal, and if we surpass 3,000 euros, you get this. And if we surpass 4,500 euros, then you get the LARP conversation cards, which is something that you can print at home, but it's also something that is very, very special to me too, because I don't know what it is about. And Jennifer will talk about it later.
In fact, you just get to experience the very early prototype, because I cannot help.
So, yeah,
I
this
was
this
too
this
excited about
is-
this idea, but yes.
It's exciting for everyone. So help us go double towards our goal, and you have extra things waiting for you that are very special. On the campaign page, there's also, talk about the designers, talking about the history of it, and talking about the team, which is us, which I think we'll talk a bit about ourselves after this. There's no need to basically read through.
There's no need to read through, but we made sure that there is a little more LARPified description of us all and our roles that we do. I do want to go through them right now because we're already looking at the cool pictures. So
First of
clearly
all,
the lead designer, the vision keeper, is Jennifer Kummer. LARPing since 2022. Woo! Jennifer, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually a picture from the LARP Alchemy training, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
From the training itself,
Yeah.
where it all started. So right below that, we have Valentina, the wielder of arts.
Hello.
Someone who illustrates, right, Valentina?
Yeah. And also the stretch goal for 3,000 will gonna be illustrated by me, together with the whole community that's gonna vote for the most popular or like most interesting prompts for the stickers.
So below that, it's me, Anya Lotte. I am the wordsmith for this campaign. That means I wrote a bunch of text, and I also helped with the mini journal and have been there for a long time. I'm also LARPing maybe for the longest of our whole group since 2016.
That's almost a decade, Anya Lotte.
Ooh.
Don't say it like that, Antonio.
You feel old,
You're
Anya Lotte?
old.
Wait. I will say it in a different way. That is a third of your life, Anya Lotte.
Oh wow.
Oi. It is true, I guess. Almost a third of my life, almost. But I do not know what I wanted to say. Yay, pirates! Woo! Okay. So the next one is our lovely Antonis with the usual color of the hair. The bard of the moving image. You're the one who designed the video, who shot the video, and you're also the one who helps us deal with digital things.
Yes, like this
When
stream.
it comes to everything. Yeah. So below that is our lovely rector, Manu, the community alchemist. Rector is one of his characters.
Unfortunately, a character I will not be able to reclaim this year, but what can we do?
What can we do? You're here as the community alchemist. You're here to support the social media campaign and just generally help with a lot of stuff. So thank you. And below that, we have, last but not least, Bibi, the Mage of Illustrations.
Hello.
Or currently known as the Frozen One.
Yes.
The statue.
The statue. You're also an artist, someone who does a lot of illustrations in their in-game and out-of-game life. So, yeah. I suppose this is. Oh, you're also a chemist. Yeah, that's a nice combination. So watch out for the poison sticker. But this is the core team. This is the core team, and I want to say it's been a lovely journey with you all. Like it's been enjoyable. It's been up and downs. We've been designing like crazy sometimes, but it's a very nice result. So thank you. Little heart from Slovenia.
You can see, but I'm also doing a card.
We can feel it.
Sure, whatever you say.
Then, yeah, there's a talk here about shipping. Is there any note about shipping that we want to make known?
Sure. I will say something about it very quickly. Well, perhaps the most important thing is we designed this campaign around when the LARP season is. So that means if you back it, you will receive it by summer, so you can use it when you go to LARPs. If you scroll down a bit more, that gives a rough. Actually, this is a rough background timeline of when it started and launch date and fulfillment and shipping info. Down there is Europe late June to mid July, North America early to late July, and if you scroll down further, it gives a rough estimate of the shipping costs, which is to be confirmed like after the campaign is over, because you only get charged once we close the campaign, and then you'll confirm. I think at that moment you'll have the choice to add any add-ons, and so that's why these are estimates. So you'll only be charged in the pledge manager after. And yes, specifically note for US backers, we are working with the 90 days temporary ease on the tariffs, so which is great because that's the perfect time frame, at least for us, in fulfilling the project. So yay, that's why these prices are possible. And last but not least, we have some amazing ambassadors who have already promised to stock the LARP Passport, making it available to more LARPers far and wide, and that includes Microcosm Publishing and a very well-known Canadian LARP store known for fantasy gears and accessories, and maybe some of you have even bought stuff from them. If you scroll down further, we have one more, LARP Box, also based in America. So yes, you can join our list of ambassadors.
No.
Wow.
The
No.
reasoning has taken another one.
No! What happened?
Ways to have wholesale prices available.
Oh,
Jen?
you're back to live. Jen, your audio got cut off for like a few seconds, and it was, right when you said you can join our ambassadors, and then silence.
Okay. Well, you can
Which was
join.
not, which was not intentional, which
part.
was theatric pose, you know.
Well, the important part then was kept. Yes. So once you join the retail, while you back the retail tier, then you will always have wholesale prices available.
Yes. What do you mean always, Jen?
That means if you order in the future, then we will remember you as retailer, wholesaler, and give you wholesale prices.
Yeah, we know where you live.
Yes.
At least for your offices, I guess.
And there's then on the campaign you can see a note on what had just happened today.
Yes.
And
follow us on Instagram.
Yes. Here you can see an overview of the pledge levels in one page. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit so you can, now it looks a bit better. So an overview of what we talked about before. If that's all you want, you can just get a PDF of the LARP Bingo, which is our lowest tier. Then you can get a set of stickers. You can get a starter pack. You can get 2 of them, 5 of them, 25 of them, 30 of them, which is exclusive to the campaign, and it comes with a stamp. And these are our pledge levels. And again, once more, the add-ons. You can add stickers. You can add more passports. And on Backer Geek, we have the community that's already started. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. There is an entire leaderboard of people who are now visible. And you can also see some of them on the chat of this YouTube right now. A big shout out to Miles, who just left a comment, also has taken part in giving some feedback at earlier stages, helping with some design parts.
Yes.
I just want to give an extra shout out to the people who did actually join live on the YouTube stream. So we have Sirius, we have Vivian, we have Miles. That's all we have for the live stream. But you still have some time, just a few minutes left until you can leave a comment and be mentioned as well on this video that will be forever pasted into the album of our memories.
Antonis,
Yes.
may I stamp now?
Hold on. There is if you can be part of this community discussions and polls I will launch and questions I will launch. Here, for example, you can mention which feature you're most excited about. We have this ongoing poll. We ask people what's the first LARP experience you will record on your brand passport, and that is a technical problem I need to fix later. And what else do we have? Do we have anything else to talk about? No,
yes.
We don't, right?
The stamp on Lotte's forehead.
Yes,
okay, so I will stop sharing now. So we can, yes. And now, let me put Lotte on the big screen so we can have a live stamp on the forehead. There you go.
You're not peer pressuring me into that.
Stamp.
Never.
Stamp.
Okay. So, if you pledge with the highest pledge that we have, it's called Legacy Pack because you are legendary. You also get something like this. It's gonna be a stamp of the logo you'll send us, and we'll make the stamp a deluxe stamp. This is a nicely crafted box. It has lasted me. This is a prototype, and it has lasted me for a while, and I took it to places. So when you open it, it actually has a very nice interior. It's shiny. Can you see it actually? And then also the stamp itself. So this is a prototype. We were testing different versions of them, so that's why this has different colors of wood. But actually, you will be sending us the logo, and we will be including it onto this. So now, without further ado, I think I need to stamp my forehead, I guess.
Yep.
So,
it's an obligation.
I have a stamping pad here, the one I just happened to have here. Yeah. No, I'm just stamping my hand.
No.
Coward!
Hey,
You stamp that forehead right this second.
Fulfill your promise. Fulfill your promise.
I will start refunding backers if you don't.
Wait. I can stamp this instead. Whoop.
That is nice, but it doesn't really look like a forehead.
Oh my god, are you really? Okay.
Yes.
You know, this is by far not the craziest thing I've done for someone, so it's perfect.
And now we will discover if this is a LARP safe die or not. A skin safe die.
We will see in a few minutes how safe this is.
Are you looking? Are you really looking?
Yes.
Of course.
It's slightly pixelated, but I think the audience gets there. Oh my god!
Oh,
Anya, Lotte did it! I cannot see anything.
It is.
We trust it's there.
Oh, but you can see it a little bit. Can you not?
No, really. It's low. Maybe you can do it again.
Yeah, stronger this time.
I'm not stamping it again.
Okay.
But the joke aside, the stamp will come in a nicely crafted box like this, so you can actually stamp the passport journals of people that come to your games or your faction. You know, you have something to share with others. Now, currently, we have decided that there is a limit on the amount of the legacy packs we can produce. Currently, it's free because it's an additional process we have to go through. But if it's going to be really popular, maybe we can rethink it. But we'll have to see. So, you know, help us and back the project. I suppose.
I think I would stick to 3. This is a very special offer. If you can be one of the only 3 people ever to get this, then you have some time to do that. Do it in the next do it in the next 2 days, and you will also get extra stickers.
Sticker sheets, yes.
The pronunciation. I think our YouTube video will get flagged from profanity just because of how people are pronouncing the word sheet, which is a piece of paper.
Actually, it is infringing on the rights of different countries pronouncing things differently.
Uh-huh.
So we can fight it back. Where is? Can't you can't see it. Come on.
No. I think there might be an issue with your internet because your video is more pixelated now than before, and that also affects the fact that we cannot see at all.
Take a picture.
Maybe
and
you can
post it
try
the
on your
page.
cheeks.
I don't have the blush color. Sorry. No, I really don't have it. I used to have a red pad as well, but I don't know where it is. But I've kept the sticker. But I think this also concludes the campaign overview, doesn't it?
Kind of. I did want to talk a little bit about history before we stop the stream. So
and also, storytelling time.
Yeah. That's I want us to tell some stories before we end the stream. So whoever will be watching this, where is the forehead stamp? See, Sirius is asking on the chat, where is the forehead stamp?
He was asking that before the stamp happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
there was one.
Well, I still cannot see it, to be honest. You can take a high resolution photo and we can add it to the campaign as a gift.
We can say for every 1,000 euros the campaign gets, you stamp another part of your face.
Yes, I like that idea.
That's evil.
If I could support that idea, I would put the money right now.
Euros, for every 1,000 euros the campaign gets, I'll stamp another part of my face. Deal.
Yes, and no washing in the meantime.
We have a deal, virtual shake of hands. And we will be posting the update on the community announcements, highlights, whatever BikerKit is calling them. So every time we add another 1,000 euros on the campaign, we will be sharing a photo of Agnelote with a stamp on a different part of their face.
Mm-hmm.
That is extra motivation for you to back our campaign.
What have I gone into? But sure, let's do that.
This is also proof that some parts of this live stream are not planned. We never planned this, but now it's happening.
You let me join, it's your fault.
Don't let them know. They're gonna find out we're not like professionals or something.
Well, we are professionals, very much some professional
improvisers.
Exactly, yes.
Truly.
I did the
LARP is built on improvisation, so
yeah. I one of my favorite ways that I've described to other people what LARP is it's like improv theater without an audience. And now Manu will chip in because he has a lot of experience in improv theater, so he will want to say a word.
Like, truly, where is... I really don't know. Okay, I've argued with a lot of people about, where the lines of where LARP stops and different things begin. Is improv done only between a single group of people with predetermined... Is this a LARP? Maybe. What about MUN, where like model UN, where people like pretend to be countries and they're like bickering? What about a little girl doing a tea party with her stuffed teddy bear? I don't know. I really am not aware. Which is why the questions, the dates are elusive. Because I think when we're saying, I've been LARPing since then, how much of this is we started then, or did we just realize that we started with that, what LARP was and when we started LARPing at that time?
Welcome to a live stream of philosophy and the meaning of life.
All I'm saying, LARPing is a social construct.
What is LARP? What is life? What is meaning? Vivian left a nice comment that we should maybe rethink our approach, and maybe we should start an OnlyFans page for LARP Passport, where Agnelote will have a stamp on a different part of the forehead every time there's a donation or something.
Wow.
Maybe we should think about it.
I thought the LARP Passport was already niche enough in its audience.
This is how innovation... Welcome to a live stream where innovation is made.
So this is exactly how the year and a half of design went.
Yeah.
Between the team.
Yes. So speaking of that, I would love to transition us to storytelling since we are at.
Oh yeah,
No,
this part was planned, the storytelling part. So
Yes.
maybe we should go to what we're planned instead of doing improv, which is what we just talked about. Yay!
Okay. So
Yes.
shall I? I'm gonna take over.
You shall. Please take over.
In order to take over, I would need to share screen, which I could either ask you and Tony to share or
No, you can just share your screen and I will make sure it appears on the stream.
Okay, well, let me bring up what I need to share. Very exciting. No one knows what is about to happen.
Yeah,
I don't
either.
Moments like this on LARPs is usually when NPCs barge in and they put you in a situation you have to get out of. So
Any minute now.
Yes.
I think this pause is for leaving space for the people, for suspense. Yeah, sure. Also for leaving space for people watching the YouTube live to leave more comments. You can leave more comments. Oh, I'm gonna show this comment because I really like it. So this comes from Miles. Marvelous team of Creative Fox. I'm excited that this project is taking flight. Yes, we are also excited. And the previous one from Sirius. Finally, project that understands gremlins. And of course, the last and most important one by Vivian about starting at OnlyFans.
We also have another comment from Miles.
I also love all the hats. Yes, thank you, Miles. We love the hats too. Although I must say it's warm in this type of textile. It's warm under this wig. It's warm because I have this light right in front of my face because I wanted the LARP Passport to be more visible. I'm already dying here. It's raining outside. I live in Krakow, Poland, and the weather outside is horrible, but inside I'm melting during this live stream. So Jen's screen is about to be shown. Oh, that is a surprise.
How do I full screen this further?
F11.
Okay.
Look at that.
Wow. Yes. So, yes, we're going to do some storytelling. And I could not help it but to already start building and creating something. So I think I would love to let's see. We can. How do we decide who should start?
we roll a die, clearly.
Oh, yeah, of
or
course.
we fight it out with LARP weapons, but since we are in different countries, that might be slightly difficult.
I have a D20 right here.
By all means.
D20 divided by 6 is...
Isn't there just a regular die somewhere?
I have one.
Oh, you have one. Bring it. Bring it over.
Okay.
Regular.
So we will roll a die to decide where we start, but eventually we'll cover all of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, roll it.
Yes, roll it, and then I'll explain.
Rolling,
Okay.
rolling.
Roll.
I rolled the 3.
Okay, we're gonna go starting from player reflections. So the format is as follows. There's going to be a few prompts that shows, and I wanted it to be open-ended. So whoever feels the inspiration, you may want to speak related to any of them, then you just share. And once we've heard a few stories, then we'll move on to the next. So now we'll go to 3. Take a few moments. Maybe I'll actually read them out. And if you feel a spark, that is your sign that you have a story to share. So, a time I had to navigate bleed between in-character and out-of-character emotions was One thing I learned about myself through a character was a character I played that surprised me the most was
I can go. I just remember a character I played that surprised me the most. It's even outside of LARPing, I do like to challenge myself and play things that are not me, basically. So at some point, I remember, where was it though? Was it? I don't remember which LARP it was, but I remember I was playing a very conniving, backstabbing, uh, mischievous, evil, selfish prick, basically. I was playing somebody that was looking for every possible opportunity to basically throw somebody under a bus or hurt somebody or just take over something from somebody. And what I remember is, yeah, okay, I can do this for the sake of going through an experience, but it's playing something that is opposite of me. Is Vivian's asking on the YouTube live comments, what's the Hungarian LARP? Because Hungarian LARPs are famous for incorporating, let's say, elements of toxicity inside the LARP itself. So I don't remember. It might have been. So yeah, the thing that I learned from the whole experience is playing something that is very much in many ways the opposite of what I am made me realize even clearer where I stand, what are my values, and reaffirming how I behave when I'm not, playing a character, but when I'm me.
Thank you for the story.
Okay.
I feel like we're doing a personal development live stream now.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, there are so many opportunities. We should be doing more live streams, I think.
True.
My life through the LARP Passport or something like that.
Maybe I can go next. It's from the very beginning of my LARPing years. I started LARPing here in Slovenia on a local LARP. And then by a very lucky chance, I was able to become a part of a youth exchange via Erasmus Plus to a Swedish LARP called Gimle LARP. And back then it was a bit different than it is now. Now it's even bigger and cooler. But back then, it was a lot. It was very much based on the youth exchangers as well. Also, it's a mix. It has youth exchangers and also outside players. But the point there is that if you know a bit about the structures of a youth exchange, you usually get a few days beforehand, or in this case for LARPing, you get a few days to do workshops. Then you have the LARP, and afterwards you reflect on it. And when I came back, I do have to say I was a very changed person, because for years I was sort of lacking a community of people that would be very like-minded. So one thing that I've learned about myself through a character there was, hey, this is how life could be, and that I like it. And that's why I started forming my own community of LARPers in Slovenia even more strongly. So, and kept returning there as well. But this is something that I've learned about myself, for example, through a character or a LARP. Yeah.
Okay.
And how much I've been missing this sort of creative people around me. Although I was at the time at an art school, but creative people that dare to do stuff, that want to experience different things. But
Yeah.
that was very new to me and very good.
And if I may take the torch, on that same LARP, not on that year, but on the first year that I attended, for the last question, I had this situation with Bleed where there was another character that we were very chill outside before the game started, but well, it became very evident at the beginning of the game that our characters are just morally very, very opposed, and yeah, so we decided to play it up and have fun with this aggression. and cut to when the LARP finished, and I was like, oh, that was so great. It was really nice having this aggressive back and forth with you and this adversarial vibe. And it seemed like that other person was holding some resentment, and they were like, no, actually, what you were doing in the game, that was you were very morally in the wrong. And I was like, wait, no, how? And then I started questioning how much of my perception, saying, oh, what my character believed and was doing, and him believing that he's right, he's in the right. How much of it is because I actually share some values that I took from myself, and how much is it because I'm still de-rolling? 2 years have now passed, and I think I'm perfect and I've made no mistakes, and I was correct all along.
And that's character development.
Exactly.
Perhaps not in the right direction, but it is developing.
True.
You need the distance to make sure that you were correct all along.
If I may get not the torch, but a LARP knife, I also want to share my play reflection. And actually, like a character I played that surprised me the most was my recurring character from Gimlet the LARP. Yeah, the same LARP that Anya and Mano was talking about. But it was actually my first international LARP as well. And I played a character who was leading rituals. It was a priestess, but also a warrior, a guardian to a royal group that came for, discovering new politic connections and just discovering the world. And it was the first time for me when I had to not only speak in English, but also lead rituals as a priestess in English. And it surprised me how hard it was in the beginning, but how natural I was leading the rituals, and taking the lead, and talking what people like, and talking what to do, like to many people, and being, in the center of attention, but also at the same time trying to unite all the people around me, so we all feel this excitement about the ritual that we are doing in this LARP. It was one of the also changing experience that also leads to bleeding between me and my character. And till this day, I am very fond of the memories of this first experience. And yeah, LARP is very changing, transforming thing. And
Transformative.
Transformative. And it's just a great experience that I would recommend to anyone who are feeling insecure but wants to try it in a safe space, because usually when we do LARP, it's a safe space where we are surrounded by people who also understand us and also play to live, and who are also playing to lift
in more and more communities.
Yeah. I'm passing the knife to someone, or not
passing the knife.
Sword. Yeah.
By the way, the idea is not that everyone has to speak. Like, it's totally fine if you want to listen in.
Because we have more prompts.
Yeah, exactly. This was number 3, so we have quite some more.
Should I roll?
Yes.
Let's go.
That's number 1.
Okay. By the way, we have to save 6 for the last. So if we roll 6, we roll again. But first, we are going to 1. I feel like you guys will have a lot to share about this one. The pirate ladies, mostly. I'm very curious.
Oh, I mean, I do have a short story about fellow LARPer. It's a dual confrontation. I'll never forget happened when I was playing my first post-apo LARP in Germany, and there was 2-meter tall dude, very buffed in all the armor, and it's post-apo LARP, of course. He's full of dirt and makeup that reminiscent of dirt and blood. And we had some confrontation, and that led to a duel fight in the arena. And imagine me 1.70 against this 2-meter buffed German Siberian LARPer, who apparently was super professional, and the duel was it was scarier to like look at than to be part of it, because even though we were swinging, and of course like LARP safe weapons and LARP safe fight, from afar it looked really brutal, and he was very professional in navigating his sword, and I was also trying to to LARP to fight safely, but it was very frightening in the beginning, because it was just challenging a big man to fight with me. Yes.
Mm.
In the post-apo setting, where the mutants are at the end of this duel, there was also mutant attack, so no risk for us was there.
You know who won the duel? The mutants.
Yes, the mutants indeed. Yeah.
If I may speak, it can go for either most baddest thing or a duel or confrontation. While searching for a person that was missing, I was ambushed. I was alone, and I was ambushed by a whole gang of bandits. They were like 10 people, and I'm like, okay, that's. They weren't even scared, because like, what was I going to do? But thankfully, I had like one of the few artifacts of the game, which is this. There was this big staff that was able to cast shockwave and push people away and push them down. So I slammed the staff on the ground. I cast shockwave. They all fall back, and I immediately start booking it as fast as I can. I still got shot down as I was running away, but I covered enough distance that people were able to get to me and save me in time.
No.
Amazing.
I can go next. Characters I play normally aren't very fighting times, but they do inspire a lot of confrontation. So I'll focus more on the confrontation part. This was, I think, one of my favorite ones. A rival camp just got absolutely raided by Vikings. So everybody was just lying on the floor dying. And I see Anya Lotte remembers this situation from a different point of view than me. Lower to the ground one, perhaps. And I was like, well, no time like right now to go kick the person who's lying down. And I went inside the camp, and I had 3 charges of Arcana Pain, which is like a spell that causes incredible pain in the bearer. And I just went to 3 people that were unkind enough not to fall into my schemes, and I cast a little cheeky pain on them, and from that one very cool and morally non-ambiguous action, there was play that just kind of kept happening for the next 2 or 3 LARPs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a blood bond, there was a curse, there was a series of grudges that kind of.
I mean, it's one of those beautiful things when you can't control what others will do and try to lift you up, right? So there was this, let's call it somewhat innocent spell that was casted, and it resulted in the bearer nearly dying, and us making a whole mess around it. And if I remember correctly, was your character already exiled by then, or
Oh yeah, this
exiled?
is only a small shard of a much larger and much more convoluted, I will say, not even a story, an epic. That was on my second LARP, and I'm still very glad that I decided to be a little shit that did terrible things that time.
I also would love to share a scene that made the whole game very unforgettable for me. Was this was a post-Apple LARP played around midnight in an abandoned hospital, a huge one, 3 floors, and there was a working elevator and stairs, and this was like a bunker setting, and there was a lot of running involved, and there were let's say the setting is a bit, it's called the honorary game, where you have to make it through the game in order to be selected as the chosen ones to survive. And so, if you're very unfortunate to be participating in the game as a survivor, then it's very stressful because it's completely dark. We had to bring flashlight, and the people that were, let's say, alien, mutant, like you don't know what is happening. They have these bells on their ankles, and that is your only source of like detecting if they're near, because they can infect you. So I was on maximum stealth mode, hiding under medical equipment, or the beds, or just really doing a lot of running. And the scene that you often see in movies, where in like horror films, where you're trying to see if there's someone like behind a door, and then the moment you stick your head out, and then the exact moment that they're there. So that I got ambushed on both sides, and I lurked just that moment, and I screamed so hard, I fell onto the ground, and they were seriously like going out of character, like, are you okay? But actually I enjoyed it so much. Like, I've never actually screamed so much. And I told them, no, I'm having a great time, So so that really made my realization also that I actually do quite enjoy some thrill and some horror, and that was very unforgettable for me. Thank you. All right.
I can also share one scene here that made the whole game unforgettable for me. It's again part of a bigger story, but there is a Dutch LARP I have been going to for a while. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It just looked like you're all frozen me. Okay.
We're all very invested in your story.
We're so focused that you think the screen is frozen.
It did look like that. Okay. So yeah, there is this Dutch LARP that I go to. I will butcher the naming now, but Academie der Toverkunsten, or Academy of Magic.
That doesn't sound right.
And I cannot speak Dutch.
You cannot Dutch.
Anyhow, yeah, I just cannot Dutch. Anyhow, the idea was actually I've kept it secret from other players. Only the GMs and me knew. I was playing a spider for 5 years, and I've kept this a secret from players outside of the game too, in order to keep the element of surprise. Of course, in the game, I was actively trying every single time to give them evidence, to leave my notebook someplace. Basically, I was that person who helped the magical refugees, be delivered back to where they escaped from. But it was a fun game. And one of the things that made it the most unforgettable for me was, at one point there was another refugee that came with me, that escaped from that it was called the magical UK. It was called UK as the regular UK, but this was magical Netherlands, etc., etc. Anyhow, we were there in a room, and I was supposed to. I told them I have my secret network in UK, and I'm gonna help them get their parents out, because the UK authorities were chasing their parents because they themselves escaped here to magical Netherlands. So my GM, who was GMing my part of the spying missions and everything, was there as well. And she narrated, Kirsten, and she narrated actually the whole thing to them. Like, we were basically listening in live what was happening with the boat pickup, and all of a sudden there was a black SUV that came, and there was a chase scene, and this poor girl in front of me, who was just hearing these things about her parents, she was like crying and shaking. Oh my God, no, my parents, they're capturing them. It's all my fault. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm pretending I'm texting the network, while in reality, I was just texting the agency in the SUV. So they've ran here, they've hidden here. And it was a monster to pull out of, because it was like such a high risk scene for that character, but I loved every moment of it. And somehow, even I think it was 3 years after that scene, I did not get figured out as a spy. So yeah, that is something very memorable that's gonna stay with me for a long time for that game.
Amazing. I want to just share that it's really lovely hearing everyone's stories, and I kind of wish that we did more of this. And potentially, maybe we should just do another live stream during the campaign.
Yeah, I think we should. This
Okay,
is
great.
this is pleasant.
Then I think I can save actually half
Yes.
of the prompts for another event, and stay tuned. I will make an announcement for when we will do the next live stream. But
Ooh.
I do want to end on 6, which is the one that I've designed for us to end on. Yeah, and then the next time we will just focus on doing storytelling, and we could even invite people to share their answers to these prompts. Feel free to take screenshots and yeah, journal. These are all prompts inspired by the LARP Passport, so last little bit of promo. But shall we do the very last sharing? I will skip to 6 and quickly flash the other ones that you have not seen. Yes, this one is great. Let's do that next time. Yes. So to bring some closure to our wonderful live stream, I thought we will have some more behind the scenes, team confessions. Yes.
I can start by saying that the most rewarding part is seeing this project actually come to not completion, but to realization, because from the start I was incredibly hype about what it is. Because I love sharing stories about LARP. I love seeing others people's stories about LARP, and the way that this allows you to make this cool kind of quick diary of every LARP you've been to is so cool, and I can't wait to see it in the wild.
Yeah, for me, the most rewarding.
Anya?
The most.
Boy, that's a long clap. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a long clap. it's a proper applause. The most rewarding part of working on this project with this team for me has been the fact that we have become a rather functional team. Like it's not often that you find people that you can bring something that you've imagined to life with. And so that's one part of it. And the second part is that we are doing something. It feels really good as a devoted LARPer. I am. It feels so nice to know that we are giving something back to the community. We are actively contributing to something we love. So that is a highly rewarding part for me, and that's why I've stayed with this and worked for it and everything, because it's just so beautiful that we are able to help evolve this hobby because it is life-changing. I kept hearing stories about how life-changing it is. I went through it. It is life-changing. So it's so nice to be able to have something to record it into, outside of the regular notebooks that I keep losing everywhere. So yeah, that's for me. Next one.
I think for me the most rewarding part was to it's interesting, but like for me it was rewarding to get the stickers that I made, like imprinted, and like to see and to try them out actually, and see other people also trying them out and putting it into LARP Passport. And it's something very like material that people can have with them and travel with them, and also combine and customize with their LARP passports.
Mm-hmm.
And another moment was when we actually with Jennifer we finished the graphic for for the campaign. For our campaign, it was also very rewarding to see like all in one place, with the actual selected style, and now it's all came together in a very beautiful way, also with the team. So, thank you very much.
That's very true for me as well in terms of the rewarding part. It's really come together in a pretty rapid pace in the past few weeks, and that's just how we work, right? There's a deadline, and suddenly we're all 200% productive.
Like 2 years in the making, and then the campaign is like 2 weeks working.
Yeah. It's the last sprint. But for me, I've learned so much through doing this project with you all, like from a project management perspective. Like I could talk about this for an hour, I think, just all the things I've learned.
In your next live stream?
Yeah, okay, maybe. Yes, the more behind the scenes. Reaching out to retailers, like we all have no sales background, and but learning to pitch, right, to share and to represent something. And for me, it's obviously, as a creative, the most enjoyable has been maybe the first 3 weeks when I have an idea for a thing and I quickly turn it into a finished product. And then usually by then I want to move on to the next thing. But actually sticking with something long enough to see it, birthed into the world, that is the actual complete creative cycle. And often, it's hard to find the amount of work involved. Usually you need a team, and so now having this team, I get to experience what it's like to push it further than just production or pitching to, let's say, a publisher. And usually I'm pretty hands off, but now from just even last night, spending 2 hours making social media posts, like these things that I knew I wouldn't want to do on my own, but doing it as a team and kind of living, breathing this vision, and it's an experience that is quite rewarding in maybe a different way than than LARPing, but it's an extension. Let's see. Yeah, working with you all is the most rewarding.
Very much. You covered very much a lot of the things I wanted to mention as well. Like, a lot of the people here have done campaigns before, how this process works, or at least definitely more than I do. But it was really nice learning all this with you, and working with you as well. It was great, and thank you very much for this experience.
So, did everyone speak?
Antonis.
Well, the stream has been going on for almost 2 hours. That's long enough. Bye.
I have spoken, excuse you.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, BB started. Well, you pretty much covered what I wanted to say as well. It's always rewarding when a team comes together and something valuable and beautiful to look at that you can actually touch is. Let me actually do this. That you can actually touch is produced, and it's live, and going through a creative process with a team is definitely better than going through a creative process alone. Going through different stages that includes campaigning or outreach methods or all that, and learning from mistakes. And we mentioned as a joke that this is a live stream on personal development, but this whole experience of producing something, getting closer to the team that is doing this, and then getting it out there and seeing it live and reacting to it live is inimitable, even though you can do it for different projects and different campaigns several times. Every time is a very unique one, because the people that make it happen are different and unique in their own merit. So yeah, I'm really happy to be part of this launch and product, and most of all, team.
I think that we have one more organization to thank you for enabling us to begin us on this journey, and that is Nausicaa Foundation from Poland, from Krakow, which is the one that organized the actual training we keep talking about, LARP Alchemy. It's a wonderful training. Hopefully it's going to happen again or in some other shape and form. But it was basically a LARP training for social impact, how to use LARPs, and people who did not know LARPs and people who did know LARPs were, mingled together, and we learned a lot. Like, there were quite a few rounds of it. So thank you, Nausicaa, for enabling this. Thank you, Zbyszek. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Sławik, who is a LARPer and a LARP creator, also from Poland. Thank you, Wojtek. Thank you, Manu, and thank you, Anna.
And thank you, Ronya.
Thank you, Ronya. Yes.
So if I've forgotten someone, excuse me. Also, the place that this was hosted in, it is from LARP for Europe for Youth. Yeah.
LARP for Europe. That's a new project.
Yeah. Europe for Youth. So thank you also for hosting us. And they also do a lot of LARPs, educational LARPs for youth. Some of the post-apo things that Valentina mentioned, for example, are from there. So, thank you to you guys. You made everything happen, actually. Kickstarted this whole thing.
So we end on a bit of a wild fantasy of what the last prompt is. A story I dream of hearing from a LARPer using the passport is. I think, I'll just share. I wish one day that friendships are forged and, stories and memories are kept alive because they, exchanged signatures or stickers, and many, many years down the road, people will, that they will feel connected because they remember the shared adventure. Just like heartfelt, sweet moments like that. That's what
LARP Passport is for.
Yeah. For me, it would be nice to see it when there is a LARP team traveling together in, a van or a car, and they are having these LARP passports, and just before they're so super excited, and afterwards when they're traveling, they're just writing in their experiences and sharing it together as they travel back to their home country. Because a lot of us LARPers, we do travel very crazy distances to attend our LARPs of interest, and just very beautiful. It will be very beautiful to imagine it, or actually to see it with other people.
So we'll do another live stream, mid-campaign or something? So we can, because we left some very important things, some things that I wanted to hear more about are stories. I really wanted to hear more about our first LARPs, what got us into this, more motivation to go along with this marvelous campaign. So when should we do the next stream, Jennifer?
End of the first week.
End of the first week. That sounds good.
Yeah, we keep the momentum. More details will follow in our announcements.
Yes.
Project
Instagram, and you will definitely find out there.
Yes.
Instagram, YouTube, or of course BackerKit.
Yes. And we are approaching almost exactly 2 hours.
Yeah, we are 1 hour, 59 minutes, 22 seconds.
We're doing the countdown again. No.
Do we?
No.
If you have a schedule, never ask a LARPer to tell a story.
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
It should be a standalone event. We quickly realized that.
20 minutes delegated to storytelling, and I was like...
But truly, thank you all for coming, for joining in this live stream. Thank you all that are not in this live stream but will be watching it later, and thank you all that will be supporting us in BackerKit.
Yes.
48 hours to get the extra stickers.
3, 2, 1.